It is wet. Today, we're back working on the shed. I'm finishing up doing the putty work. There's not much left to do. I'm still working on the ceiling here. So I'm going around and scraping the best I can because this is 1% of the effort, but it's going to make all the difference, as you can see. So I'm just going through, scraping, cleaning off the walls, getting it ready for primer and then paint.
Doing, Sam?
I don't know. You want to check out the walls? Check out the shed?
I would like to check out the shed. Is it unopened? Yeah. Ooh. This is impressive, honey. This is very impressive.
Here, hold the camera. I'll open it up so you get some sunlight.
There he is.
So what do you think?
I think it looks amazing. Very professional.
Yeah. I mean, you can see some flaws, like areas where the tape is coming up a little bit, but that's not going to help us store things any better in here. So it doesn't matter to me, but I'm really happy with the results.
I am too. Sam wants me to be on camera today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm highly impressed.
Not bad for an amateur job, huh?
Yeah, first time laying drywall. This is very impressive, and it looks like real walls.
Nice smooth transitions.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and I love the color that you chose. I know it's white, but it just is so much brighter in here than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for when we actually put up the cabinetry or shelving. I'm just checking things out because I don't come here very often, so sometimes I have a picture in my mind of what this looks like, and it's different from what I thought. Like this, I didn't realize that there was quite as much room here. I thought this door was a little further over, so for one of the reasons why I wanted to come up today was not only to see what an amazing job Sam did, but also to just kind of brainstorm. We're trying to figure out what we want to do for the shelving in here, because there's so many different things that can be done, and I'm a very visual person. I need to see something in order to visualize it. I can't just kind of have a conversation and and see what it's going to look like. I like being in the space and then making decisions. So I'm excited to kind of set some ideas forth today.
But let's roll this back a second. You said that you're talking about expectations. I want to know what your expectation was.
No, I don't want you to think that I had low expectations of you, honey. I knew that you were going to do a great job. But this was like first project and everything of laying drywall, and you did it all by yourself, which is really impressive. I think the challenging part is just the actual drywall is really heavy. It was nice that a friend of yours let us borrow a mounting tool for the drywall.
The lift, yeah.
So especially for the ceiling, because there's no way you could have done that by yourself.
Well, no, the individual pieces weigh like 72 pounds each. We're also going to talk about shelving today.
We definitely want it to be built-ins and not freestanding. So that gives us a few different options. Sam was talking about maybe possibly having something where we could have adjustable shelving. But Sam's very ambitious, and he wants to build it all out himself instead of purchasing something pre-made.
No, that stuff sucks.
Yeah. It's all about quality here.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just getting it done, you know?
Yeah. Well, if you just wanted to get it done, we would just buy the whatever stuff and install it.
Yeah, money fixes everything.
Money does fix everything, but we're living in pandemic times where our cash funds are limited and cash coming in is very limited. So, you know, I feel quality is better. I say this where Sam's the one doing all the work. But it turns out so good. Like, look at this. Like, if we had somebody come in here to lay the drywall and stuff, this would have cost us quite a penny. And just having a husband that can do everything is pretty awesome.
Well, thanks, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also just really, like, these are nice things for us to learn, especially when it gets to the point where we're building our house. You're going to know how to do it. And then you can teach me.
Yeah.
Because hopefully I won't have, you know, a tiny baby that I'm attached to all the time. I'll have a toddler who can just be running around.
That's right.
Or can go to the grandparents while we're putting the walls together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really get a sense of how big this space is, because it's a nice size. I mean, it's within the code of what we could build without getting a permit. Being able to store all of our stuff here instead of in a storage unit is saving us so much money. And plus, I don't feel as bad about storing certain things, especially when we start living in the trailer here, because living small, but of course you have things like your winter clothes that you don't want to, you know, just get rid of. But yeah, anyway.
Wow. That was long-winded.
That was long-winded. I can talk a long time about clothes. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And Sam knows how big my clothes collection is.
Mm-hmm. There's no room for me to put anything.
No, he doesn't have a closet in our room. I did buy him a very nice chest of drawers, though. Yeah. That he gets all to himself.
The red light's on. That means we're filming.
That's right.
Yeah. So today, Haley came up with me because we want to talk about the shelves. You know, what are they going to look like? How are we going to build them? So I did pick up this steel yesterday that I've seen on the ground here. I was trying to think of a way to incorporate the steel into our shelving. One of the reasons why I want to do steel is I can work with that material quite easily, and it's quite robust, very sturdy. one of the things that drives me crazy about shelves is when they're just made out of 2x4s and they start sagging over time. That drives me crazy. I can't do that. You can only build so many shelves before you get bored with looking at 2x4s. Then you have legs touching the ground and you're constantly kicking those legs by accident. I kick a lot of things. Haley can contest to that.
That's true.
We can't walk by our own bed without kicking the bed legs. And
somehow you figured out how to kick the side of the bed too.
Yeah, I nearly broke my toe. It brought me to my knees. I was in tears. It hurt so bad. So we're not doing legs. We're trying to avoid that. Now I have to devise a way to build a shelf that can support a lot of weight, or possibly a flex shelf that we can raise up and down. So that's my goal here. So let's take some measurements, shall we? So we could have a shelf, let's see, that is at max 27 inches out. So that's a little bit more than 2 feet. And then it's about 9 feet, 3 inches from wall to wall. And yeah, maybe 2. Should we do like one maybe waist height and then one up top here?
Yeah, I think that would be nice. I mean, I'm sure that 2 feet is more than enough to have our storage bins.
Oh, that's right. We have to measure the bins themselves.
Yeah, that's the main thing, is we want to make sure that we have the storage bins measured. But I think that if we did, two shelves there, that would be fine, because there would be like technically 3 places to put things, like the ground, the middle.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that'll work all really great.